Hello everybody, welcome to Flow with Christina. I'm Christina, and today I'm going to guide you through about 15 minutes of mindful movement, connecting your breath with your movement, focusing a little more on the spine, but your entire body will benefit from this class. Let's get started. Today, we'll begin in child's pose. So please come to all fours. Bring your big toes together. Take your knees out wide. Drop your hips down towards your heels. Walk your arms out in front of you and just let your forehead rest gently between your arms. You can find a little bit of movement here if you'd like to. Maybe rock a little side to side in the hips. Roll side to side on your forehead. Close your eyes if that feels nice to you. And then begin to settle into stillness here, somewhere towards center. Bringing your awareness to your breathing, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your nose, allowing your body to totally relax in this first moment here. Noticing where you might be holding on to any unnecessary tension, relaxing your face, softening your jaw, feeling the expansion of your belly with each inhale, and a little softening with each exhale. Make your way up to all fours, tabletop position, bringing your wrists under your shoulders and your knees right underneath your hips. As you inhale, drop your belly, lift your tailbone, look up. Exhale, round your spine, draw your tailbone down and pull your chin in towards your chest. Again, inhale, belly drops, tailbone lifts, reach your heart forward. Exhale, round your spine, pull your belly in. One more, deep breath in, cow pose. Squeeze your shoulder blades closer together. And breathe out, round cat. Actively lift the space between your shoulder blades. Release to a neutral spine. Take a breath in here. And on your breath out, walk both your arms forward for melting heart pose. Sinking your chest down low. Resting your forehead or maybe your chin, bringing that forward if you've got the flexibility in the shoulders and the upper back. Otherwise, the forehead is the perfect place to land here. Each exhale, sinking your chest down a little bit lower. Feeling a nice opening in the shoulders, your upper back. Take one more breath in, and on your breath out, press down to your forearms to slide your chest forward, coming into Sphinx pose. So straightening your legs back behind you, the tops of your feet resting down, aligning your elbows right underneath your shoulders with your forearms parallel to one another, or if you'd like to, you can bring your palms together if that's a little more comfortable on your shoulders. Let your chin drop down slightly towards your chest, keeping the back of your neck nice and long. Actively pressing to your elbows to feel a little lift from your shoulders, and then draw your shoulders back, pulling your chest forward a little bit. Feeling your belly pressing into the earth with each inhale. Each exhale, an opportunity to soften somewhere. If this feels good, stay. If you want to go a little deeper into your back bend, turn your hands out just a little bit to each side, and then very slowly start to press down to your palms to lift your elbows up. That might just be a little bit, or you can work towards straighter elbows, being mindful of drawing the shoulders down the back away from the ears here. And feeling out what's happening in the low back and glutes. The glutes are likely engaging a bit more with this steeper back bend. That's good. That's okay. Let that happen, but just make sure you're not clenching too much or creating too much compression in your lower back. Take one more breath in wherever you are, and then exhale to slowly, gently release your elbows down first, and then slide your hands underneath your shoulders, resting your forehead down. On your next inhale, peel your upper body up, pressing the tops of your feet down so much that your kneecaps lift, and there's little to no weight in your hands here, so we're using back strength to engage. Take one more breath in to maybe lift up a little bit more, and then exhale, gently release down. Inhale, come right back up to your cobra pose, maybe coming up onto the fingertips this time, or floating your hands all the way off your mat. Squeeze your elbows and shoulders back. Keep pressing the tops of your feet down, squeeze your glutes and press down to your pelvis. Inhale to come up another inch if it's available, and then exhale, soften down. One more time, inhale to lift your chest. Option to lift your hands and your legs this time too. Strong point with your toes back. Squeeze your elbows and shoulders back. Legs as strong and straight as you can keep them. Feel the whole back side of your body working to keep you lifted here. Take one more breath in, maybe come up another inch, and then exhale, release it down. Pressing right back to child's pose, big toes together. Take your knees out wide, hips to heels. Stretch your arms forward for just a breath in, and on your breath out, walk both your arms all the way over to the right. Find a little further reach with your left arm to feel a nice stretch down the left side of your torso, resting either your forehead or maybe your left temple down. Feeling your breath, inhales opening and expanding the left side of your rib cage. Exhales, gentle contraction and softening. Take one more deep breath in your side bend, and exhale to switch sides. Walk it all the way over to the left. Stretch a little further with the right arm on this side, noticing your breath now into the right side of your rib cage. One more breath in. Exhale, make your way back to center, neutral spine, child's pose, and come right up to all fours. Tabletop position, simply to transition to a seated position. So sliding your legs around in front of you. We'll find a seated pose here. Dandasana, legs extended forward. Legs nice and straight, sitting up nice and tall, long through your spine. Take a deep breath in as you stretch your arms out and up to the sky. And then exhale as you fold forward, allowing your spine to just round itself as it naturally wants to while keeping your legs straight. So that might mean that you're holding on to your shins. It might mean that you're reaching a little bit further. You might even have your hands down by your sides. You don't have to necessarily pull with your arms if you want to make this a little more restorative of a stretch. As you inhale, lengthen the top of your head forward. And then exhale, can you fold in a little more deeply without forcing anything? Breathe here. And next breath in, slowly rolling back up to a vertical spine. Bend your knees and we'll lower all the way down to our backs. Setting up here to take bridge pose. So bringing your feet to about hip distance apart. Your fingertips reaching towards your heels. They don't need to touch, but your arms are down by your sides. Press your low back down flat to your mat first. Gently pull your belly button in towards your spine, and on an inhale, press down to your heels to lift your hips nice and high off your mat, maybe wiggling your shoulders underneath you a little more, creating some more space to lift the hips up a little bit higher, but keeping that flatter low back shape as best as you can. So it's like you're lifting your tailbone between your legs. And then without moving your heels, just imagine dragging your heels back towards your body. Feel your hamstrings fire up down the backs of your thighs a little bit more. Take one more breath in, maybe lift up a little bit higher. And then exhale slowly, gently release your hips all the way down to your mat. Hug your right knee into your chest and stretch your left leg all the way forward, allowing it to rest down if that's available, or you can keep a little bend in the left knee if you need to. And then actively drawing the right knee towards your right shoulder. So avoiding the rib cage with that thigh bone, but keeping it really close to your body, feeling a little compression in the right side of your abdomen. Draw your chin down slightly towards your chest, and let's circle out the right foot a few times. Circle it the other way. Point and flex a few times. And just let that ankle relax. Draw the knee in a little closer. Keep hold of the knee with your left hand. Reach your right arm out to the side, and we'll find a twist, guiding the right knee all the way over towards the left side of your mat. Continuing to press your right shoulder down towards your mat, and if it's okay on your neck, turn your head to the right. Next inhale, unwinding back to center. Hug your left knee in to meet your right. Give your knees a little squeeze. Maybe pull your forehead up to your knees. And then we'll set up to take another bridge pose. So setting your feet back down about hip distance. If there's a deeper back bend that you'd like to practice at this point, feel free to take full wheel, camel, or any other back bend that you might be working on. I'll guide you through another bridge with a little progression here. So press your low back down flat to begin. And on an inhale, press down to your heels. Lift your hips nice and high. Again, squeezing the glutes, finding that gentle pelvic tilt. Without moving your heels, drag them isometrically back towards your body. And then keeping the weight down in your left heel, option to take your right foot up towards the sky. Flexing the ankle and pressing down to the left heel to keep the lift up out of your left hip. Notice your breath. Take one more inhale, maybe lift up a little bit higher. And then exhale, set your right foot down, press down to the right heel. Inhale, option to take your left leg high. Flex that left ankle. Keep the weight in the right heel. Notice the engagement in the back of the right leg. Take one more breath in, maybe lift up a little bit higher. Exhale, set the left foot down, keeping your hips lifted up. Take one more breath in, maybe lift them up a little bit more. And exhale, gently release all the way down. Pulling your left knee into your chest now. Start to straighten through the right leg as much as you can. Let that right leg soften down. And then draw the left knee towards the left shoulder, feeling the compression in the left side of your abdomen, chin down a little bit. Option to circle your left foot around. And then circle it the other way. Point and flex. Let the ankle relax, draw the knee in a little closer. And then keeping hold of the knee with your right hand. Left arm reaches out to the side, and we'll find the twist now all the way over to the right. Left shoulder pressing down, option to turn your head to the left. Deep breath in to slowly unwind. Hug your right knee in to meet your left. Little squeeze, maybe lifting your head up towards your knees. And then we'll take one final back bend. So I'll guide you into another bridge pose. Feet flat about hip distance, arms by your sides. Press your low back down. Inhale, press to your heels. Lift your hips up. This time maybe wiggling your shoulders underneath you so much that you can interlace your fingers behind your low back and press the pinky side of your hands down into your mat to lift your hips up a little bit more. And one more inhale. Exhale, gently release down. Straighten your legs out in front of you. Allow your feet to fall open to each side, your palms facing up by your sides. Close your eyes or find a gentle point to focus on, and allow your body to completely surrender down to your mat. No tension anywhere. Just breathe. Begin to deepen your breathing, inviting some small movements back to your body, wiggling your fingers and toes. Circle your wrists and ankles. Open and close your hands a few times. Reach your arms long overhead behind you. Point your toes, full body stretch. Take a deep breath in. Hug your knees into your chest on your breath out. Wrap your arms around them. Find a gentle rock side to side. And then moving towards a comfortable seated position on your mat, however you'd like to get there. Sitting up nice and tall. Bringing your hands to heart center in gratitude. Take the deepest breath in through your nose. Fill your lungs to the top and hold. Open your mouth. Exhale completely. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope to see you again soon. Namaste.